I kind of miscounted the parts. This part is part 7. The last part was part 6. That was a skill issue of my own. But this is the crew MOTORFEST once again. And I just had dinner not too long ago. I'm just continuing where I left off. And my goal is simple, and to getting that proto GP car. Because it just looks cool. So, let's continue from where we left off. Shall we?
Back online, driver.
Oh, 1 reward available. Okay. Let's go. Ooh! Cool, I got that. Let's go. New car unlocked in my garage. Sweet mama. Shall we give it a test drive then?
New playlist ahead. Let's go. In a few minutes.
Let's see. Oh! It's a EXO edition.
We'll enter the world of muscle cars. Beware, you may never want to leave.
Yeah, the Jaguar CX-75 is a concept hypercar race car done by Jaguar, which is also classified as a supercar. And it's so cool and aerodynamic. Yeah, and that wing yes, the rear wing that comes up when you hit the brakes and slow down.
More than just a 70-year-old car trend. It's an entire chunk of the American car culture. To tons of people, muscle cars are the epitome of what a vehicle should represent. Allure and power, with some crucial tweaks. Just the right amount of outside-of-the-box thinking. Cars in their fullest might and glory.
Why does the, Here we go. Now we e-brake. Not until 1. But yeah, my goal is to get... Oh, I'm getting pretty close. I'm officially over a mil. Still, yeah, Jaguar CX-75. Pretty insane concept super hypercar. Something that should actually go into production. Because imagine all the racing that would happen with a car like this. If it were to have a production name, it wouldn't be called the CX-75 concept.
It's sometimes described as American-made two-door sports cars with a powerful engine. But that's a little reductive, don't you think? Others define them by their V8 engines and rear-wheel drivetrains. The truth is, muscle cars are a philosophy. It's a creed more than anything else.
Moving on. I was saying that the Jaguar CX-75 should have a production version of itself. As for a name...
Want to experience it for yourself? Well, good news. We're almost there.
For a Jaguar CX-75 production name, though, what would be the best thing for it? Leave a comment below. I bet this unleash your why side. Yeah, leave a comment down below about, like, if you wanted to name a production style Jaguar CX-75, what would you call it? As for me, probably the Jaguar... What about the Jaguar X-Type SS? Maybe. Jaguar X-Type. We need more like blank type cars because we have the C-Type, the D-Type, E-Type. But what about X-Type for it? Excuse me, I just had pizza. Not so long ago. Maybe the Jaguar X-Type would be a pretty good name.
Into the American dream. It's punch it or punch out. No way around it.
Okay, so shall we get going? Now,
Let's move on to another activity. Okay, I leave you now. Don't expect the first event to be a warm-up. Things will get tough real fast. But you'll be backed up by one
we
of
have
the
a speed trap.
closest partners.
Oh no, it's a
Jim
slalom.
A rock star among car collectors.
Wait, how do I, let's abort this. I'm not in the mood to do a slalom right now, I just want to do a playlist.
Jim's an actual rock star, who just so happens to own one of the greatest muscle car collections in the world. He's the person lending us all the cars you'll drive during this playlist, and he's got quite the lineup.
Oh boy, I cannot wait. Ah! Traffic. Ah! Sorry. Yeah, the CX-75, which I think the official production name would be X-Type X-Type Super Sport.
That's right there. A heartbeat, the song of a V8, music on. Turn up the volume if you dare.
That literally says Jackson V8. Wait, 7 days up. For a second there, like, wait, oh yeah, licensing problems. Yeah, I'm sure if you guys are well aware, in December this year, Forza Horizon 4 will no longer be available in shops or on Game Pass. So enjoy any copy of the game that you currently have, because the only way you'll be able to play it, and I believe online will still work, is if you own the game.
Hey dude, you hear me okay? How's it going in there?
I'm right here.
Yeah, Jim here. I'm guessing you've been told I'll be tagging along. That is my car you're driving after all. Alright, let's get straight into it. Rock on!
I wonder what band this guy was in. It'd be really cool for me to start my own band.
Because my boys at MOTORFEST needed the best possible lineup for this gig, and just so happens, I got the greatest models you can ask for in my garage. Here's the drill. I provide, you drive.
Yeah, sorry if I leave any scratches. This is just me trying to get used to the physics after playing Forza for a while. So, they'll buff out.
That's one lap. Don't get shy now.
2 laps to go.
Every car you'll use in this playlist are part of my personal collection. But hey, that's okay. This was my idea, so don't get all nervous about it.
Dwayne! That's an interesting name to show up on
These
the...
are made for rough handling. No matter how fast and harsh you drive, they can take it. And I've been told, you know your way around cars anyway. No sweat, just go.
Yeah, the prototype Alpha Grand Prix F1 style car. That's actually my
Whether
current
you're
goal.
a musclehead or you're just here for the discovery tour, it doesn't matter. If you're into cars, you're gonna love this.
It's a 2018 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500.
Just listen to that V8, like a chunky, down-tuned guitar riff.
Final lap.
Another lap to go. You got the path memorized? Then punch it.
Oh wait, I was on the steady. Here we go. Oh yeah, any music that you hear is actually in-game, so I will probably have to turn it down. So, options. Audio. Here we go. Let's turn the music all the way down. I didn't realize controller audio was an option.
This kind of reminds me of Jackson, Wyoming. I played there a couple of times. You know, feel good, small town kind of vibe, mountain ranges. I know, we're in Hawaii, but the mind wanders. Gotta say, I like the climate here better.
At least the only places that have to worry about snow are the mountaintops. Just like in Forza Horizon 5 Mexico.
That's it. Fire it up. Dude, you got it. These cars are meant to roam wild. That's what this playlist is all about.
You noted all the cars that are being raced in these events are bone stock. So I'm working my way to 1.1 some million.
You can't talk about American muscle cars without talking drag racing. The two are pretty much intertwined. Muscle cars became popular during the 60s. At the time, they were mostly rear-wheel drive cars made from affordable everyday vehicle bases, but equipped with powerful V8 engines from much larger machines. One of the goals in making such performance-focused cars was covering a quarter mile as fast as possible. Can you guess which motor racing sport is about going all out for that very distance? Indeed, drag racing. There's a strip real close. A proper try is better than 1,000 words.
You know, the perfect car for this particular event would be the Pro Stock Camaro. Imagine that coming to this game. Maybe it is already in this game. You never know. Maybe a future update would introduce the Pro Stock Camaro with all its 1,800 horsepower glory. You know, let's skip the whole cinematic.
Drag racing time. Don't overthink, just burn and fly.
One.
Right on. Well, now that was some run.
Yeah, there's still 2 runs to go. Run 2.
Keep that gauge in the green zone. A good burn is essential here.
3, 2, 1, go. That was perfect shifting, except for into third gear.
That was gnarly. Let's do it again.
Run 3 of 3.
Burn that rubber.
Three, 2, 1, go.
You got pipes? Like a backup singer in a metal band.
Which is funny, I could actually sing. See ya, there you go. That's objective for this stage complete. My CX-75 is banged up.
Muscle cars are a call for freedom. The freedom to turn an ordinary car into a vehicular marvel, with a state of mind far away from luxury brand strategies and pricing, and the freedom you feel from actually being behind the wheel of said cars. But Jim should be much better than I am at conveying emotions. He's human after all.
Aren't we all? And I go face first into that. Stunt edition. Objective to outrun the clock. Let's skip the cinematic. Oh yeah, this is like a time attack. Here we go! So every time we pass a checkpoint, it adds time onto the clock.
Hey dude,
And
we're
this is-
back. This time it's one of those outrun type of events. Drive fast, hit the checkpoints on time. It's just like that red game from the 80s.
There are a bunch of, I wonder what game he's
The
actually...
soundtrack? It's the spot, right?
I wonder what... Oh, Jesus. I wonder what 80s game he's actually talking about. 'Cause there's a... There could be a few. Maybe it's pole position. You never know. Maybe he's
That's my
thinking the...
mixtape we're listening to. Meshes well with the sound of the engines, you feel me? I couldn't put you through a muscle car ride without some proper riffs, could I?
Considering I have the music volume down to avoid copyright stuff, why did I say that? Okay, I'm gonna have to corner cut through here to do that. We zoom in. We're zooming.
What kind of vibe are you getting from that Mustang GT? The thing about muscle cars is it's all about that optimal weight-power ratio, which brings top-notch performance, that sweet spot.
Timer glowing yellow when it gets below 30 seconds actually gives me a vibe from doing Gamma's Story and Sonic Adventure 1. Because that's exactly how his timer goes. And if it gets below, what, 15 seconds, it goes red. So I wonder if it's the same case here. They probably got that from Sonic Adventure 1 when they reviewed the timing for Gamma's Story. Oh, it goes orange at under 20.
You're in for a serious series of turns. Make sure to stay on the road.
It's gonna be hard for me to. Timer goes orange when under 20 seconds.
Told ya, and there's more coming. But hey, curves are part of the fun.
I bet under 10 seconds it's gonna go red. Okay, we're 2/3 through the race. And I've had a skill issue. Really? Oh! The timer does go red when under 10 seconds. I need to hammer it down and not spin out. You know what? Let's restart. Because I've had a skill issue. Because of having a skill issue. Now I know I can race better. Let's go. We start with 56 seconds on the clock.
Hey dude, we're back. This time it's one of those outrun type of events. Drive fast, hit the checkpoints on time. It's just like that rad game from the 80s.
Yeah, I went a bit wide. Too wide, so wide to go off-road. Or do you mean... Wait, does he mean outrun?
Spot, right?
Does he mean outrun? I think he meant that Outrun is the game, I think. I don't know, I've never played it.
That's my mixtape we're listening to. Meshes well with the sound of the engines, you feel me? I couldn't put you through a muscle car ride without some proper riffs, could I? Vibe are you getting from that Mustang GT? The thing about muscle cars is it's all about that optimal weight-power ratio, which brings top-notch performance, that sweet spot.
I gotta focus on this. Dude, can you please stop talking so I can focus? Oh shit! My bad. At the end of the day, it is a Mustang and it does Mustang things. And it makes Mustang noises. This is actually the true part 7.
At this point, you're in for a serious series of turns. Make sure to stay on the road. Told ya, and there's more coming. But hey, curves are part of the fun.
I was kind of cutting it close with some of those sections the last go around. Now this time, I'm more focused and hunkered down.
Hang in there. Just a few more and you'll reach the finish line.
Oh, the next checkpoint's the finish. I really gotta hammer it down on the final straight.
Out of the woods. Finish big.
Go, 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 gadget mode.
A perfect drive. How about that?
A world record would do that way faster. Not very far from the world record, so.
Before moving on to the next freedom-infused event, we're going to make an extra stop. We have a little surprise for you. Although in this case, little may be a poor choice of words. Just head towards the beach and you'll understand. We're real close.
Kara, do you even know what it... Kara? Orlando Smackdown. Are we going for a type of free-for-all or something? Monster trucks. Ford Mustang GT Monster Truck Edition. I actually have a Chevy Camaro Monster Truck Edition in my garage. You know what's funny is that I put an American flag style type livery on a Ferrari F40 in, what was it, Forza Horizon 4 or Forza Horizon 5? But it definitely did not look like this. It did not look like this.
So this is how it's gonna be. All right. Let's do this.
Okay,
Monster
we're
trucks need monster beats. I've got the perfect hip-hop jewel for this crowd.
Ah! Skill issue! I'm a car. Jesus Christ. Let's restart because skill issue.
So this is how it's gonna be. All right. Let's do this.
There's only one style of monster truck in Forza Horizon 5, and it's the Hot Wheels Baja,
Monster
like
trucks
the boat
need monster
thing.
beats. I've got the perfect hip-hop jewel for this crowd.
I was in the middle of saying there is one monster truck in Forza Horizon 5.
This giant
And-
obviously won't handle like a regular Mustang GT. Lucky for you, this is a 2-lap race. You got 1 lap to find your footing and 1 to feed your opponent some dirt.
Bruh, how did that happen? Wow. Did I dip? I wonder how the AI works in this.
Here comes the jump. Now let's crank it to 11.
I'm trying, but I'm trying to keep up with the pack, too.
Monster trucks popped up in the late 70s, mostly just for showboating. They only really became a thing in the 80s. Man,
Yep.
that decade truly was something.
That's why we had Monster Jam.
We're taking over that gig. You made it through the first lap. Time to crush and destroy. Real American monster trucks are used in 2 types of competitions: freestyle stunt and racing. Given MOTORFEST's racing DNA, we obviously went for the latter.
Oh, I'm trying to spin a guy out. I managed to get the overtake, and then that was a switchback.
Don't be afraid to use these banked ramps.
They help with the turning. That's a
Ready for
good thing.
takeoff? Yeah.
That was bad. Ah! Jesus! Why do I keep?
that one?
Why do I keep bottling? I'm not trying to bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Come on! I need the gain on this guy. Okay. Yep.
No mercy, suckers. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me... Ah, I forgot the rest.
Should I cue a Metallica thing with that? I'll do that after the race, because I know exactly what reference he went for.
Monster performance, dude. You put on quite a show.
And that was a bad pun. Okay, so that event is complete. If you want to know what he's talking about, this reference. Thanks. Not ads. I hate ads. He's talking about this. Yeah, that was the reference he was going for. Give it fuel, give it power, give it dough, give it
Now, back on track. We're heading north for a race through the swamp this time.
Oh, are we doing a Mustang Rallycross edition?
Don't worry, you'll still be driving a muscle car. The Mustang GT from 2011 is waiting for you as we speak. Except
Yay.
this unit
Jesus.
is custom made for off-roading. Jim's passion for muscle cars is not restricted to asphalt. That man would drive muscle cars on the moon if he could.
Yeah, you could probably ask Elon Musk to help with that. And granted, I don't think it would get a lot of grip. Because gravity on the moon is what? Is 1/6 of Earth. So you would need to make it 6 times heavier to counteract that. Maybe if possible, try to build a small enough V16 engine to swap into it. Or just twin V8 it, if you must. Or if anything, just use a moon buggy. Besides, moon buggies would be better because the moon surface is technically off-road and wouldn't be best suited for racing. Considering you could have...
Closing in. When you spot the wind turbines, it'll mean you have arrived.
Like I was saying, if you try to drive anything on the moon's dust is like sharp like glass.
Your opponents are already there. Go and join the melee.
Yeah, driving on the moon the moon's surface is covered with particles that are incredibly sharp and jagged. And would really cause problems with any vehicle that drives on the moon. So you would need like tires best suited to cope with that.
You got there can face anything. See? You can trust me with that car.
Good lord.
Prepping it like 10 minutes before you showed up. It is ready to gobble up every square mile of swampland, if you ask it to.
Is that a supercharger put into this thing? You can hear the whine.
Second lap, keep up with the beat, stay on top.
2 laps to go.
3-lap brawl this time, don't waver. You can go full speed, through the mud, through water, through the weeds. Ain't nothing gonna stop you.
As long as I can keep my distance ahead of the AI.
For these ramps, flat out. All right.
At least the ride height is high enough so that I don't get too slow in the water.
Water pond, don't think twice.
Higher ride height vehicles have easier stuff going through the water than ones with a lower ride height. Because the water would cause friction and drag with the body of the car in question. So having a ride height that is above that negates...
Coming. Make that Mustang jump like the devil is after it.
But yeah, higher ride heights mean better.
Go for it and don't be afraid to get your wheels dirty.
I don't like being interrupted by voiceovers.
Hold on to your saddle, cowboy. Yeah. That track's so good. Don't listen to me, just listen to this and knock some teeth out.
Oh, excuse me.
Straight line. Use that nitro.
Yeah, how do you know I have nitro?
One more jump, and you're done.
We're on the home stretch of this stage. And we with style across the line.
Show's far from over, though.
I'm closing in closer on getting that prototype vehicle, the Alpha Grand Prix one.
The next event is just a few minutes away. A frantic race that goes from the coast to the countryside with an unmistakable Californian vibe.
As long as I don't do a barrel roll all the way there. What's this? Speed trap.
is one of the most recent entries when it comes to muscle cars. The 2020 Mustang Shelby GT500. Your opponents do not stand a chance.
Considering I talked about it in part 6, or earlier in this one. It's just about 6 o'clock. Now let's skip the cutscene, please. But yeah, at least when the events are complete, you can use any vehicle that you have at your disposal.
Oh, now that's my jam right here. A good old-fashioned off-grid competition and a mean muscle car to kick everyone's butt. Come on, dude, bring the thunder.
There was lightning before the thunder. Like if you figured out that reference. Oh, Jesus.
Man, I love that song. Hey, where's my guitar?
You know,
Punch it,
funny...
my friend.
I'm trying. I was gonna say, funny thing you say about guitars, because, I have a bass
Can't
guitar.
find it, damn it. Bottom line is, with my cars and my songs, you win in this thing. Period.
Yeah, where you left it is where you can find it is where you left it. Or punching it.
Have you ever driven from San Diego to Palm Springs? It's a beautiful scenic route. I'm getting kind of the same vibe from this ride. Kick-ass views and nice stretches of asphalt to let your mountain run wild. The best things America can offer.
Well, Hawaii is part of the United States of America, so... yeah. Gaining on this guy. Who's also an
Can
Mustang.
you respect my car?
I'm not trying to disrespect it. Funny thing, an AI driver is also driving one. Whoops. The car upside down. Oh good, I hit that checkpoint. Oh! If that guy broke, I should too. Run this guy off the road.
So the Mustang Shelby GT500 is a bit on the modern side. Let me tell you, these cars have come a long way since their first appearance.
It's still a Mustang at the end of
Rods back in the 50s when greasers just started putting large displacement engines called big blocks in cheaper cars. The tech's evolved a great deal since then, but one thing is for sure, the same thrill that drove people to push boundaries back in the day is what's still driving us now. Straight across the roundabout. Don't bother slowing down.
Wait, did we take this before? This feels a bit familiar. This road feels a bit familiar. I bet.
One final turn, enter the military base, and that's it.
Oh, are we talking about Pearl Harbor? I don't know,
The
Schofield
boys are
Barons.
back in town. This was a solid set. You keep playing this good, and I might just become your roadie.
Did he literally just say that? I'm still closing in. I need like, what, 20 more K to get that prototype car.
You got the toughest cars, so let's take them to the toughest spots. Face to face
Oh,
with the
boy.
island's guardian. I'm talking about the volcano, of course. Remember when I told you Jim would drive these cars on the moon if he could? Well, this is as close as it gets.
Okay, having those controls is kind of annoying. How would I, Oh, here we go. Options. Is it video? The gearbox is... Yeah, I'll just leave it on.
Once again, a Mustang GT specially tuned for off-roading is waiting for you. This car is your best chance to make it through that David versus Goliath kind of trial.
Oh boy. Might as well do a part 8 to condone for this.
See it in the distance. It's waiting for you.
So I might as well end part 7, the true part 7, right here. Well, I still can. So, for those about to rock, we salute you, and I'll see you in part 8. Peace.